Brett Currier, and I'm here with Jake Fisher. We're going to be talking to you today about personal finance. So, Jake, for those in the veteran community, veterans, military spouses, dependents, if they're looking to get started and learn a little bit more about about personal finance, what they should be doing, what do first steps look like?
Well, great question, Brett. Thanks for having me. And I'll say this: when you're talking about money, you do one of two things with it. Okay, you're either spending it or you're saving it. Now, depending on what you're spending on and where you're saving it is where the conversation will go. And so usually I start with people on cash flow. Okay, what's coming in, what's going out, what's left over. The next part of the conversation really dives into, okay, we do have dollars left over. Am I putting them in the right areas? Okay, and so I spend 4 areas talking with clients, service members, other veterans about where to save and why. And I think a lot of people want to know, how much should I be saving? Right? That's an important question. Am I saving in the right areas? And this is the accumulation phase. Where do I start putting these dollars, and are they growing for me in the way that I thought? Because more oftentimes than not, we're not getting a rate of return that we thought we were. And so our expectation and our reality for our money that's invested somewhere is out of alignment. And so that's what I do, is I help bring that back into alignment for whatever your goals are, right? The second part of the conversation comes in, okay, we've been saving all of this money, but when it comes to pulling the money out and using it for our income later in life, how much can I pull on a yearly basis and not run out, right? And then the third phase is, well, while I'm doing this through the retirement years, how do I preserve my account balance instead of overspending it to zero, right? You see a lot of people going back to work because they overspend and they just didn't know they were doing that. So making sure we're not doing that, and also still getting a rate of return while you're in retirement. I think it's important. Yeah. And then that means if I do my job properly, you get through retirement actually being able to transfer your wealth. And so those are the 4 areas I spend a lot of time talking to people about. After all that, it's great to have a plan for you and your family and your friends on how to move forward if everything goes right. But what happens if something happens to someone that is an income earner? How do we protect that? And so at the end of the day, making sure that no matter what happens in your life, every course of action is taken care of. Brett, that's what I usually spend time with veterans and their families, thinking through and helping them understand where they should be doing things.
Yeah, it's really important stuff, Jake. I know you and I have had some just awesome conversations on this, and it's really something that military families need to be thinking about. So where can folks go to learn more information if they kind of want to continue this conversation with you, learn more about personal finance and the actions they can take for their own kind of safety and security?
Great question, Brett. So in the actual comments, you can reach out to me on the comments.
Cool.
Brett's going to put a mention or an @ symbol with my name on it. Click on me, send me a direct message on LinkedIn. If you go on my profile, you'll see my cell phone number is on the very top line in my profile as well. If you'd rather go through Brett or VetGigs, that's perfectly fine too. Those Absolutely. Are all the areas in which you can reach me.
Awesome. And y'all can always make a free account on VetGigs to see great white collar opportunities out there available today and in the future. Please stay tuned for our future videos. In our next video, we're going to be covering how you can get free certifications, unlimited free certifications from top universities like Yale, Duke, and Princeton without using your GI Bill. And it's not just available to current service members, but veterans, military spouses, and even dependents as well. So make sure you're following myself, Jake, and VetGigs on LinkedIn, because we'll be releasing them all there. Talk to you soon.